Good morning and welcome to end of January. What the hell has been going on in EV space in Australia? Well, good morning, good afternoon, good middle of the night, wherever you're watching this from. Anyway, how are you? I hope you're well. Things are going well for me, so I think I'll bring you the news and see what's happening. First up, news at Tesla and rumours that the FSD will not be available on Hardware 3 cars, which to me is seriously disappointing because we have a Hardware 3 Tesla Model 3. We paid for FSD, albeit a long time ago, 5 years ago. That's a pretty decent lane you got there, Tesla. But the rumours are, yeah, only works on Hardware 4 cars, which is annoying. But fortunately in Australia, we have quite strong consumer laws. So if we paid the money for FSD all that time ago, we still haven't got anything for our money, or our car won't be upgraded or repaired, then Tesla's going to have to do something about that. It's how we get the free connectivity for life, because at the time we ordered the car was advertised as free connectivity for life when you place the order, which is swiftly withdrawn after the first week. That's why we got the stealth performance, because it was in that very first week. But yeah, legal people got involved and Tesla reinstated their free connectivity for life. So if we can't get FSD on Hardware 3 cars, well then we don't know what's going to happen. I'm assuming it's going to be retrofit, which will be good. Because, you know, we did pay for it a long time ago, and a lot of people, including myself, are getting quite annoyed now. It's been some time. Hello, doggies. But yeah, we do have good, strong consumer protection laws in Australia, which is a good thing. Like a Mercedes EQ just drove past. Pretty cool, nice and quiet. Tip the gravel. Oh yeah, Xpeng have released their accessories kits for their models available in Australia. And it includes tow bar kit, 1,500 kilos towing rated, which is pretty good. Because we have a tow bar and a Model 3. It's an aftermarket. We imported it from the States. It was installed by Carousel Tow Bars, I think, somewhere in Sydney. But yeah, it only has 1,000 kilos towing capacity with a brake trailer, 750 kilos unbraked, which for us, it's fine. If I need to tow anything heavy, I'll just go hire a four-wheel drive or hire a ute from Bunnings or something like that. So accessories also include, you know, the usual floor mats, the boot mats, all that sort of stuff you can negotiate with a dealer, which most people really hate. I know I hate it. There's nothing worse when we bought our Outlander. We get dragged off to a side room with a woman that was quite attractive and told, would you like to buy this? Would you like to buy that? And then basically straight we said, look, is any of this going to be free? She said no. She said, but I have to go through this anyway before I can let you go. It's like, what a waste of time. Other news on emissions, sort of not really good, but sort of good, I guess. I don't know how you look at it. Well, under our emission rules, the NEVS, cars like over fleet have to emit below a certain amount of emissions. If they emit anything above that, they pay a fine. And the fine is around about $100 per gram of CO2. So if you've got a car that emits 100 grams or 10 grams more CO2 than permitted over the fleet, and you sell 20,000 of those cars, you're up for a $20 million fine. Or you can buy carbon credits. Tesla have been doing this well, I don't know if they're called carbon credits, I think just emission credits or some sort of, I don't know exactly what they're called. Tesla have been doing it for quite a while now, and are now earning billions of dollars from other car manufacturers who don't make EVs for this exact reason. Polestar has now said in Australia that they will sell these credits to other manufacturers. So, well, it's good income stream for Polestar. It also means that these car companies aren't going to be so rushed to bring out, you know, their latest and greatest solid-state battery hydrogen EVs, Toyota. So they can sell more diesel polluting utes and SUVs and massive wagons and things with no pollution gear, which is disappointing because we all pay for that. Also, a recent study into EV reliability has proven over the course of the lifespan of a car, EVs are just as reliable, if not last longer than petrol and diesel cars. Now, the study took data from the MOT inspections that they do in Europe, where they go through the inspections, find out what's broken, what's wearing out and everything else and that sort of stuff. And they found that pretty much EVs lifespan is pretty much the same for petrol cars. Almost like, I think it's 0.1 of a year difference over like 18 years. Hang on, I've got numbers here. I think it's that EQ. It's EQC 400. It's actually nice in that metallic grey. Matte metallic grey. It looks pretty cool. 27 million vehicles in total, over 300 million kilometres of data. Average lifespan for an EV is 18.4 years. Pretty cool. A diesel, 16.8. Diesels. Aren't diesels known for being reliable? That's significant. That's 2 years less than a petrol or electric car. That's kind of odd. Yeah, some people bang on about, you gotta have a diesel, they're just reliable. And torque, yeah, whatever. Torque from a diesel compared to an EV. But it also disproves the argument from all the petrol shills and the fossil fuel shills out there. I mean, they call us the Tesla shills and the EV shills, so why not? They're petrol shills. They love paying for the stuff. I don't know why. Yeah, that pretty much destroys their claim that EVs end up in landfill every 5 years, because it's been proven they don't last just as long as a petrol car, 18 years. So end of that myth. Oh yeah, Sealion 7 has been spotted in Australia. So obviously it's coming soon. It's an SUV. It has some quite impressive stats. It actually looks like a, well, you know what a Sealion BYD Seal looks like? Similar to that, just a wagon. That's the Sealion 7. I had to have data, yes. Of course I've got data. Launch date, February. So coming in a few weeks. So you might want to get an order in, or get a pre-order in maybe. Get 2 variants. You're going to get an all-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive. It weighs 2,300 kilos, it tows 1,500 kilos. The all-wheel drive variant has 390 kilowatts of power. 82.5 kilowatt hour blade battery, which is pretty cool, and a range of about 456 kilometers. That's decent. Most EVs are about that these days. Oh look, a Polestar. I'm just at my local park and there's EVs everywhere. There's also an iMove, which we'll be selling soon. Back to the car. DC fast charging, up to 150 kilowatts. Not too bad, not the best. AC charging 11 kilowatts, which is pretty standard these days. And a vehicle to load. So that is really cool. And on busting more EV myths, one argument I get all the time, because you're on Twitter and those sort of places, not so much Blue Sky, but Twitter and Facebook especially, you get Chinese cars are crap, they're dangerous, I'm never going to buy one because they're crap. These are probably the same people that said Japanese cars were crap and never going to buy one. Or Korean cars are crap and they're never going to buy one. Which is kind of weird because American cars seem to be the worst. But yes, Deepal S07 Crash tests from ANCAP are in. 95% occupancy protection rating, which is extremely high, and also scored full marks in every other metric for child and occupant protection and side impact and frontal offset accidents. Proving yet again that the Chinese do know how to build a decent car, and they do know how to build a decent EV. One that will also keep you safe. So again, another anti-EV / Chinese car myth done. Not so much cars, but sort of related is Amber. You all know Amber Electric, who allow us to access wholesale prices in the electricity market, to buy low, sell high, import, export whenever you want based on the pricing. They have teamed up with, well, they've taken over ChargeHQ. Well, ChargeHQ was an app that would allow you to monitor your solar energy prices and control the rate of your car charging, or when it charged, based on that. So it would vary your charge rate based on your solar output if you had a solar system exporting. So now Amber have tied up with ChargeHQ, or bought it. Means that they can now access, or will soon have the ability to also bring in your car charging into the equation. So if energy is really, really cheap, import it, charge the car. If you're exporting at a higher price, you don't want to charge a car, so the car will be stopped charging, so you can export most energy as you can for profit. Now, what's interesting is V2L, vehicle to load, or your home or whatever. I'm not sure how it's going to work with vehicle to grid, because will they allow you to discharge your car to the grid for those high prices and earn a profit that way? In other words, it'll be profitable to go to a supercharger or a DC fast charger, pay you 60, 70 cents a kilowatt hour, charge the car up, come home, discharge it to the grid at the peak and get paid $10 a kilowatt hour for that period? I don't know. I can't imagine electricity companies being very happy with that setup, because you're taking their profits. And we know what this world's like, hyper-capitalism. Companies don't like their profits being taken, and they will use the law and everything they can in their disposal to make sure you don't profit so they can. And lastly, the EV price war is continuing. Smart cars have lowered the price of their smart, what do they called it? The Smart Hash 1. Both models do come with a 66 kilowatt hour battery, which is pretty decent for a small car like that. Range is between 400 and 455 kilometers. Not too bad. All packs have the nickel cobalt manganese chemistry, which is just a battery, it works, I guess. But yeah, significant price drops. I haven't got the actual prices here. I think they're around about they've dropped to $55,000, which isn't too bad. I mean, it seems to be the average price for a car these days, especially an EV, and they've got decent range for that money. So, well worth a look at if you're looking into buying an EV soon. The Smart Hash Smart Hash for 1 or 2, whatever they're called. So yeah, update where we're at with the house. House is sold, we've accepted an offer. I'm making a video about how we've decarbonised our home, and we now have the batteries and solar and Powerwall. So once I get that finished, I'll upload that shortly. And we'll go through our new house and what we plan on purchasing, what we plan on doing with it, and how we're going to do all those changes. At the moment, we've got an eye on a nice house, which is passive designed. So we'll see how we go with that. It has no solar, unfortunately. But yes, that's it. That's news in Australia for EVs and stuff for the end of January. I'm not going to mention anything else in America because it's kind of depressing. So yeah, if you got this far, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching and I hope you're well. Take care of yourselves and I hope to see you again very soon in another video, and enjoy the end of summer. Bye. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah.